Hey everybody, peace, love, and happiness. Hope that wherever this resonates with you in any space-time continuum, this message is for you. I had asked Spirit off camera, to give a message of the hardest thing that you need to hear whenever you are hearing this in any space-time continuum. So this is Spirit's message to you. I apologize. Spirit's message to you, the hardest thing you will hear today. Some of you are just, you're blind to it. You're used to being stuck in the same cycles. You're so used to being mistreated and treating yourself in negligent ways that you stop caring. You basically have turned a blind eye, or you have basically tunneled yourself into it as a response. So for some of you, like, you have a bad case of Stockholm syndrome with your abuser, whether you are abusing yourself or you're being abused. Like, you think that this is love. Pain is love. No, pain comes with love. But if someone is purposely doing this to cause you pain, emotional heartbreak, mental anguish, physical pain, and you cannot see this otherwise, you have a toxic relationship within yourself. And Spirit is saying you need to free yourself from this cycle. You need to free yourself from the abuse and stop putting yourself through abuse. What else, Spirit? So it says, I won't cry for you. We have artificial heart and sacrifice. So with this being said, being blind to the pain, or it's like, you're around for someone who has this situation happening. I feel like you are sacrificing so much of your life, so much of your love, and so much of your being, right? Because I'm hearing, don't waste time dealing with an individual or dealing with yourself when you are creating, literally, you are able to create your life. You are creating everything around you. Why are you wasting that creative energy on a dumbass that cannot see you as the being that you are meant to grow into, or that you are, and hold you up and cherish you? Not put you on a pedestal, but cherish you and protect you. Not in a possessive manner because they think that they get you. No, they protect you because they know when you cherish something or someone, you protect them at all costs, through the rain, through the storm, all of that. In this case, this person does not give a damn. A flying fuck. Pardon my language. You know, if you've been watching me for some time, I don't sugarcoat. Spirit is saying to you that stop sacrificing your body, your love, your mentality, your spirit, your creation, your God-given right to occupy this space, dealing with mediocrity that you are choosing to blind yourself and bind yourself to. Because let's be honest, I won't cry for you. You're the one crying out for help, and this person is closing you out. Like, they shut the door. So I want to get more into what is going on in this situation. Spirit, what is going on in this situation? What is going on in this situation? What is going on in this situation, Spirit? So we have fire and ice. So we have polarity. We have constricting elements with fire and ice. Kind of makes me think that for some of you, you could be, astrologically, you could basically be dealing with yin yang. I'm not saying twin flame soulmate. You can be dealing with toxicity of a soul partnership that is not even a partnership. This is a contract for you to, a lesson for you to grow into or grow out of. We have an unknown mystery. For some of you, and then running against destiny's time, some of you are just trapped in a cycle where you think that, like, divine time is, like, for you, but in reality, it's like you're running from it. So, like, it kind of took, like, a tunnel, I guess. Like, you want to solve it, like, and Spirit's like, okay, calm down, Nancy Drew. Like, this is not a mystery for you because there's nothing here. Like, this is just a blank canvas that you want, but we're not going to gift it to you. So why are you creating it? Like, why are you using the willpower to manifest and create something that does not belong to you or for you. So with that being said, some of you are manifesting, are using laws of manifestation, laws of attraction, and laws of karma to basically create something with someone. And spirit is like, yeah, we're not gonna give this. So someone is like forsaking the spirit realm for like, well, if I'm able to do this, some of you are like downtrodden to be like, well, maybe I don't have this ability. You have this ability, you just don't have it in this day and age. Sorry. Now, what I want to tell you is some of you are loyal to a fault to someone who does not give you loyalty in return. Like, this is the crazy thing, and I wanted to tell you before astrologically. With the fire and ice card, like contracting polarities, I feel like a part of it with the ice is like frozen in time, and like you felt like you could warm up to this person, you felt like a lot of like attraction. So I'm saying specifically water signs and fire signs, but specifically I'm seeing Scorpio and Sagittarius. So with that being said, Scorpio and Sagittarius season may be like very transformative for someone in the next couple months. Like, you know, October, November, December. So I'm seeing those specific, but also Pisces and Leo for some of you. So big six, sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, Mercury, things like that. Your big six astrologically, but I'm seeing that a lot of times the spirit realm is at what you're trying to like grasp. So what with the spirit realm? So you have a soulmate connection that is trying to get your attention. So some of you feel like in the spiritual realm there is a soulmate waiting for you, or you feel like drawn to this soulmate. So for some of you, spirit is actually saying what you need to know today is that not everyone is your soulmate. Not everyone has a spiritual connection to you. So what about this soulmate? What about this soulmate connection? What about this spiritual partnership? So we have compromises and sacrifices. We have, again, fire and ice. So there is polarity. There's counterpart energy. However, there's like someone's pretending to be someone's counterpart, like because they want to take advantage of it, but they don't want to let you go. So it's like they're stuck in this narcissistic like loophole of using you for their benefit until like their actual person comes about. So they're like stuck in this karmic cycle with you just as much as like you don't want to be in there with them. Like, so you do have inner strength to walk away. So you know how I was saying Leo, there's something about Leo here, whether you are a Leo in your big six, whatever, sun, moon, rising in your big three, something about Leo and what you can look up to Leo, or you basically are dealing with a Leo. So we have offering of heart and soul. So I do want to say that there is a soulmate connection when you break out of this. Like spirit is saying, hey, like after you've done this, you kind of are being rewarded. But there is a lot of, are you going to sacrifice your life? Or are you going to sacrifice this toxic round? Or to basically get to the end. So spirit is saying like, look, if you give up this and you learn this lesson, you will be rewarded in life. Like this is for you, for your highest good. So with this being said, what is going on with this connection? So we have love strikes. So spirit is trying to get your attention. That spirit is basically sending baby cupids or baby, you know, romance angels, whatever you want to call it. They are working in your favor. You basically just have to work on divine timing and stop like rushing into it and, you know, being like, I'm preparing myself. You need to take control of your life, like that inner strength, and take control. And spirit wants you to know that. Like, take control of your life, prioritize yourself, and stop compromising. Stop compromising yourself and sacrificing your life to deal with these rounds of idiocy when you know what you want and it's not. So we have a spiritual protection. You need to cleanse and keep cleansing. The less I really feel like a part of it, Spirit is saying the lesser you know, the less that you will have to basically imagine a lot of things. Spirit is saying they have your back. Like, whatever you are co-creating with Spirit, they have your back. They have your protection. Like, what gets me right now is, like, your soulmate is actually protecting you. Like, and you don't see it. Like, your true soulmate is protecting you. So we have third eye intuition, and your actual true soulmate, right? For those who have the access of the third eye intuition, like, heightening, you will find that in the next couple months doing shadow work, or you do you know, you go through the insights and you go through the upgrades, you will start finding like more insight, right? So we have warnings. So some of you may be actually getting insights through dreams, or start seeing synchronicities that are telling you like, hey, your soulmate is near you. So Spirit wants to tell you, like, stop compromising your belief systems and your being, and, you know, trust that what will happen for your highest good. Just stop being stubborn. Stop trying to make something work that is not meant for you to make it work. Because, you know, partnership is two people. You cannot get into a relationship without, you know, the other person. You know what I mean? If you're feeling trapped, then get out. You know, it's better said than done. And I don't know your circumstances. So Spirit, what is anybody who needs to hear this message today? What else? What else do you want to catch your charge's attention? What other messages do you have? What messages do you have that someone needs to hear? So Spirit wants you to know that stop cursing out to the heavens, stop cursing out to the universe like they're at fault for things that you have wanted or you have created for yourself in this cycle. Because Spirit will only put you through so much, and this is testing you to bring out that inner strength. So you're unlocking your true potential, and this is telling you that what you were doing, how you resonate with things, and how you see the synchronicities and, you know, the resonance, you will find when you put yourself into the right things, your thirst will be quenched. I want to tell you, some of you are looking too hard at people. Like, you are looking too fucking hard. Like, someone has got an eye, right, on a new beginning, but there is, and it's an awakening part, and there's a lot of purity. There is a lot of newness, right? And you just got to take that leap. You cannot just be like, you know what, like, I'm scared to do this. Your higher self has got you. Your higher self has already gone through it. They're just waiting for your body to catch up. So it's like, instead of wishing and waiting for like 5D answers, 6D answers, just know that you are playing catch up in this continuum. So in this dimension. So your higher self is like, look, I've already done this. I'm waiting for you to catch up, because it's like, I know what is key. Like, I am the master key, right? So it's like, I'm sending you all these cheat codes and, you know, dreams and whatnot, clues that you need to cipher to get out of this. Like, I, you know, may have had it. So it's like the butterfly effect. You know what I mean? If you change something, it changes, right? But it's a continuum. And so Spirit is saying, like, you're on the back end of this continuum to rise up. Like, there's nothing to fear, because you're fearing yourself. You're fearing the change that you have to bring to yourself. But it's like your soul is like, hey, like, there's nothing to fear. I got you, right? So Spirit is purposely leading you away from danger, because you are a danger to yourself, is what I'm hearing. So what about this danger? Synchronicities. So some of you may be feeling like you are in danger of yourself, and there is synchronicities and warnings that are teaching you, like, your fear, the shadow in it is like, it's a danger to you. You feel like you're a danger to yourself or a danger to the public. In reality, Spirit is like, and this is the divine feminine, so a very feminine, intuitive being, that there are warning signs that you are involved with someone that does not have your highest good. And I want to tell you, I'm getting what is in danger, like this divine feminine, like, because of what needs to be heard. What divine feminine is causing danger? We have love ignites. So I'm saying that there's a person who just purposely spreads love, and they do it to catch attention or admirers, and this is how they stay current, stay relevant. But they arouse something, an energy that's in them, and then like kind of like feeds it. So there's kind of a manipulation of like a puppeting. So I want to tell you, like, you could be dealing with someone like that, or having someone pick up on that. So you need to forgive yourself and forgive others, right? Because this is in the 5 dimension. So with that being said, Spirit is saying, hey, please forgive. Who needs forgiveness? Some of you are still holding on to a partnership that needs forgiveness, but you feel like you don't love this person. You just need to catch and release. You need to forgive them. You need to forgive yourself for being involved in a situation like this. Just forgive yourself. There's no point in holding yourself back in resentment, in lower energy, and lower things, right? When destiny is taking you elsewhere, this is a part of your destiny, is to learn to forgive and to heal. You don't have to heal someone. You need to heal yourself. You need to heal. And a lot of times people talk about healing the ancestors. You are your own ancestor. Believe it or not, you are your own ancestor, and you owe it to yourself to heal your line. You owe it to heal yourself, because when you put yourself into line of succession, you are the only thing that matters in this line of succession. They've already lived their life, regardless, good or bad. They signed up for it. That is not your being. That is not, it does not. They literally did their job to get you here, right? Even if they didn't know, they did it on a body wise. So we have a spirit guide, right? That is watching you and offering you choices. So there's a spirit guide that you may have had when you were a child, or a spirit that is coming back to give you guidance, and you are waiting for that person you feel, or a being, because I'm hearing a person. There is a person you are waiting for, and your spirit guides want to catch your attention, and there is something about it that just okay, so tell me about this guide that is being sent in from childhood. What is being sent in from childhood? What is bringing this in? I feel like some of you are reestablishing like some of the like things that you really enjoyed like in childhood, and like you're starting to, excuse me, redo them and reparent yourself, because your inner child is coming up. So like some of you have been like told like, oh, it's wrong, or it's basically it's not polite to do certain things or act in a certain manner. And now that you've gotten out on your own and you've gotten out of, you know, the restrictive parts that of childhood, right? Like I feel like a part of it has to do with like you were watching something that you weren't allowed to watch as a child, and you watched it as an adult, and you'd be like, well, this wasn't wrong. Like, who said anything about being wrong? Like, I can't believe that, like, I was told this is wrong or how to be wrong. You know what I mean? Someone else put their views on you. And so in your early childhood, you believe that. And so now it's like kind of got you mind fucked, because it's like how, you know what I mean? You don't see what's wrong with it as an adult, but yet now you're basically questioning it, and it's you're spitballing ideas, you know what I mean? I'm saying a web of thoughts. So it's like, be careful about the road you weave. And I'm also seeing like a rope, like someone is attached to something, like hanging off a cliff. So if you're going like hiking, or like I guess rock climbing, you check your ropes. There's something about check your ropes for endurance and strength, like elasticity, or what it can handle. Like there's something about fraying of the ropes. So this could be a metaphor or like actual physicalness, but there's something about snapping or the fraying of fabric and it's just not up to par. So maybe this is like you're cutting someone off and you're just waiting for the shit to bust. You know what I mean? And to release. What message do you have? Anything else that needs to be spoken? Anything else that needs to be spoken? So we have social media. And I really feel like someone may be watching, you may be posting a lot more, being more active on social media. So some of you may be needing a detox. What about social media? You may be starting to see conversations that you have on social media before it is happening. And that's basically saying like someone will kind of be reaching out to you. Spirit wants you to prepare for that. So we have an entanglement. So basically in this life, there is a reincarnation of like an entanglement, whether it's a third party, fourth party, fifth party. There's something about bodies, like literally being entangled in a web of bodies or something. So it's like, are you going to entangle yourself into social media or entrap yourself into certain things with someone that spirit is trying to get your attention in the 5D? So what is this 5D message? What is this entanglement? Like, be very careful of the things that you sign into or you agree with a yes or a no. So contracts, verbal agreements. And the reason I'm saying is because you become meeting someone or choosing to meet up with someone. So there is a take a chance here with the social media card. So some of you may be caught up in a situation where you didn't realize that like this person may have had someone all along and they basically made you their sideline, their side piece. And it's like, where do you go from there? Because you didn't know. But a part of it, there's like someone out there that literally just proverbially like watches and you know, and yet is going after. So you could be put in a situation where you're like knowingly, right? So stand your ground and know that you are in charge. And you know, some of you may be feeling like your power has been questioned, your power has been stolen from you. And a lot of it has to do with like mental confusion, like you're racking your brain looking through the looking glass, right? And you're being asked to like look at this from a higher perspective because of the fact that your subconscious is really confused about it. Like, it's like, how can I let myself have gotten into this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really feel like that. Like, there's a lot of mental confusion, and a lot of it has to do with subconscious fear or subconscious limited understanding. So the higher self, being the subconscious, the waking part of it, the higher self wants to give this insight and be like, look, like, take your power back from this. And just like how you respond, how you choose to respond is up to you. So if you choose not to respond, then you know what, you can slowly fade away out of this person's life, or you let this person cut ties and go. But I really feel like how you respond is how you've been triggered, and your subconscious is being triggered to respond. So don't let yourself fall into old patterns and belief systems. Like, where is that message coming from? Where is that message coming from? Where is this message coming from? So what I had saw is like, there is someone in particular, like a man that someone is dealing with. And I'm seeing like a mark right here, whether it be a tattoo, scar, whatever. There's a mark right here. And this person wears like, pretends to be like huge, like, you know, like they're really trapped in ego. So we have the sacrifice. So in the sacrifice, it's like, what are you cutting out of yourself to offer someone or offer something in exchange? I really feel like with this, it's like, what are you presenting? You know what I mean? Like, what are you getting out of this? And like, what is your intention? So with that being said, like, what are you willing to lay on the line for this? And we have addicted. So there is an addiction where this person would rather sacrifice themselves than succumb to an addiction, or they have an addiction of some sort, like substance. the colorless angel, like, they suck life. Like, they have an addiction to life, so they suck it out of other people because they have gotten nowhere. They're a miserable person. Like, it's like, you have no life. Like, and the reason I'm saying this is, like, the way Spirit made it out to be, like, dealing with this person is, like, they've held you hostage, and you were basically, like, their prize, you know, their prize, right? By any means necessary. Like, it's, like, stolen. Like, they've stolen your life. Or they've tried to mimic it. So with this sacrifice, I really feel like, because we have 7 and 11. So 7-11 could be a really specific angel message, a time period, a place, like the convenience store. But I really see, like, with being stabbed in the back, like, this person doesn't realize what is going on, and, like, ensnaring. Because it's like naked before the stars. This person is not ready to be vulnerable. This person is not ready to change. This person is not ready to lay bare because they're so enthralled in their pain that, like, they're being marked and devoured. And, like, alone in the world. Like, this person is so closed off and sucks life out of other people. Like, this person does not know how to be honest. This person does not know how to be real. Like they're just so fucking far gone. Like, it's like a void, a hollow. Like, they are a hollow soul. Like, or they have a hollow vessel. Like, it's a soul within, but there's nothing going on with it. There's no growth, no change, no nothing. Like, whatever has created that state of being, like, it's like, I can't return home because it's like I'm addicted, right? And then we have, you know, the Trump of lies. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you put on your body that makes you look good? But in the end, it's like you're dead inside. It's like addictions to material things. You know what I mean? They want to look good, but, like, by all means, they don't care. They would fuck you over any chance they got if it means that they could buy the latest thing to be, like, up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? This is a whole, this giving broke dude, broke bitch, like, vibes. You know what I mean? It's like, no. So this person acts like an energy, like they're stealing someone's life to basically because they have nothing going for their life. You know what I mean? It's like they would rather bring other people down to their level as a hollow soul, basically devour it, to basically have some form of sustenance, versus, like, let someone live and be lived and break out of this prison, you know? Like, they're so fucking far entrapped in this that that's all they will ever be. So it's like, Spirit is saying, get out while you still can, while you still have your life, you know? Don't end your life. Just don't end your life on this person. We have the inner strength to make moves. We have love and lust. Someone has a lot of lust and loyalty and misplaced judgment for someone, and Spirit is saying, there's something about self-defeat. Like, it breaks you down every time to be like, why would I do this? We have a soulmate connection, right? So this is union, right? So I kind of feel like someone is moving away from this, right? Because it's a mystery and you're still afraid, right? But there is purity in this, like divine innocence. And Spirit is saying, when you meet your actual true person that you are meant for, people who have this instance happening, like, you will find that this will bring you a lot of peace. It will bring you a lot of growth and accelerated understanding. Like, there is a warning, and your intuition is giving you this warning. And it's saying, like, hey, you're at this point right now in your life, right? Believing in the magic of you. Believe that everything will change around. Like, if you literally believe that you can have this strength, this courage of the lion, like, you're not the scaredy lion from the Wizard of Oz. You are a king of the jungle, basically. I want to tell you, a lot of you, to leave a situation like this, I know it takes a lot of love. Spirit is saying, for this warning, a lot of you may have to enhance your inner masculine energy to move on. Like, you need to become protected. You need to move. Like, so literally, to allow this to change and to circulate, you need to basically circulate your masculine energy, because your feminine is saying, hey, I need this, right? But there's no movement. So they're saying, call upon your inner masculine to push you into this, your inner lion. So that's all I have for you today. Peace, love, and happiness. Love you guys.